No, I haven't. I'm not going to, because I'm not. Listen, Final Fantasy 16 was something I didn't see coming, and honestly, I would be a lot more surprised if this punk ass didn't spoil it and spoil the Hogwarts game too. What you gotta say?
Hey Fox, the more you keep talking, the more this Virgil.
No. This has nothing to do with my Dan Southwood autograph. Shouts to Dan Southwood, by the way. This has nothing to do with the Dan Southwood autograph. You know damn well that I have work in the day. I'm not asking. I just want an apology. If you just apologize, I'll be okay. So, Sony announced that the PlayStation 5, the digital version of the PlayStation 5 will cost you $400. No, was it four? No, $400. It's gonna be $399. The hard disk version will be $499 or $500 if you round it up. Not what I expected. I was expecting the digital copy to be cheaper and the other one to be like $600 to $700, but apparently it's not. So, is everyone okay with these prices? Jen, you okay with this price? Was this what you were aiming for? Like $400?
Honestly, that's too expensive, but you know what? I can't judge because, I know it's digital and whatnot, but I want to see where they go from there. Like, does it meet up to the price? That's what I want to. I can't just give my full on opinion if we haven't gotten it yet.
All right then.
Yeah.
Chica.
It is too expensive. That's just me.
All right, cool. Chica.
Expensive. No way I'm paying that much.
Comment. Oh no. Comment. I already know your answer. Expensive. Allo.
See.
Okay, hold on real quick.
I better get what I'm paying for. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do that.
All right, comment up real quick because you got mad. All right? Thoughts? Expensive or not?
I can't eat! I'm broke!
What?
Listen, I know what you're trying to say, so I'll say it real quick. I can't eat! I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke! Here's the one kicker, and this is where I give Microsoft an advantage. PlayStation announced the two things. Sony announced that there's gonna be a PlayStation Plus collection where you will get like 18 of the best-selling games on the PlayStation 5. Those best games are The Last of Us Remaster. They're remastering the game again. God of War 4, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat X, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Infamous Second Son, Battlefield 1, Batman Arkham Knight, The Last Guardian, Persona 5, Resident Evil 7, and there was one more game. Final Fantasy 15. These are all the games currently that they have announced for PlayStation Plus collection. Oh, and also Until Dawn. The reason why I have an issue with this is because the previous day, and I want to give a big shout out to Chica, because Chica's the one who sent me this article that I'm going to read. But before I read this is coming from ARS Technica. Sony makes it official the PlayStation 5 won't natively support PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 backwards compatibility. In a Wednesday interview, Japanese gaming magazine Famitsu asked Sony Interactive chief Jim Ryan about new console compatibility with PS1, 2, and 3 discs or downloads. Ryan explained that PS5 specific engineers meant that the design team was mostly focused on the simultaneously use of high-speed SSD and new DualSense controller. This prevents Sony from delivering compatibility with older consoles. Ryan told Famitsu, even though he made clear that Sony wanted to support PS4's 1 million players by developing compatibility with 99% of PlayStation 4 games, since we thought that they would like to play PS4 titles on PS5 as well. This announcement doesn't clarify whether PS1 games purchased for PS4 can transfer to PS5 or PS2. It also doesn't mention existing ability for players to stream older generation games to PS4 from PS4 from PS4 games to PS4 from PS4 Now Cloud subscription service on whatever we should expect the functionality to seamlessly transfer to PS5 in November. Ryan's current statement about affection for PS4 compatibility is curious, considering that he has previously scoffed at affection for older console generations, as he is told in Time Magazine in 2017. When we've disabled backwards compatibility, I can say it is one of those features that is much requested but not actually used much. That, and I was at a Gran Turismo event recently where the PS1, 2, 3, and 4 games and the PS1 and 2 games, they looked ancient. Like, why would anybody play this? And I want to stop right there, because this is now coming from express.co.uk. Shouts to Chica. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
I want to give a big shout out to you, because 24 hours later, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Castlevania, SOCOM, Ape Escape, Parasite Eve, and this is a wild PS5 rumor that currently, the most prominent rumors that a Silent Hill reboot, as well as Final Fantasy 16, which could be time exclusive, will be announced this week at PS5's event. This is an update. Some long lost franchises could be about to make a triumphant return on PS5. According to the rumor mill, this week Sony will be lifting the lid on games heading to PS5 launch and beyond during upcoming PS5 showcase, and there are plenty of rumors swirling around the titles that could be heading to the PlayStation 5. It is claimed that the PS5 would be getting new games in Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, and the Silent Hill series. The report from March also claimed that legendary game designer Hideo Kojima would be brought back on board for work for the new MGS and Silent Hill game. As per rumors, Sony were looking to remake Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 for PS5 with the help of Kojima-san, while Castlevania was rumored to be getting a full reboot, with the overhaul title being reminiscent in the style of Bloodborne. And there's a bunch of other things that you can read from this. The reason why I'm bringing all this up is because at this point, Sony has kind of backed themselves against the wall, in my opinion. The reason why I'm saying this is because for some reason Sony refuses to have backwards compatibility, and they say that it is something that people don't use often. That's because we can't. The only way we can use backwards compatibility, Sony, for the previous generations is the PS3, and there's a reason why the original PlayStation 3 is such a commodity, because it can play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games hard disk compatibility. You took that away when you updated the PS3, and then on top of that, you refuse to put backwards compatibility into the for PS4, so we can play the previous console generations.
Like you remember what Xbox did, right? You know how like they said, oh, a couple of games from Xbox One will be going to the next will be compatible for Xbox Series X, right?
Yes.
Why couldn't you do that?
And that's the thing. That's the thing that I want people to understand. Although Sony has the games, they clearly have the games, and they have the exclusivities of said games. Like Final Fantasy 16, which currently is right now, there's confusion on whether or not it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, because they also say it will be coming to PC as well, and a lot of people are going up in arms about that. Here's the issue: Xbox, Microsoft. Yes, we can all make fun of the fact that Xbox doesn't have games, but if there's one thing that Xbox, the biggest advantage that Microsoft has, is that Microsoft understands what the hell is going on when it comes to the digital world. I said this before and I say it again, people. You want to know the reason why they have made the disc versions of the new consoles on both Microsoft and Sony's behalf? The reason why they made them more expensive than the digital copies is because they want you to buy the digital versions, because not only does that save them time for launching the games at GameStop, but all the money when you purchase the games on the respective consoles, PS5 and the Xbox, all that money goes back to those companies without having to deal with game stores like GameStop. And you can easily say, well, I want to buy the expensive versions because I want to keep my games, because I want to own them. I said this on the previous podcast, and I'll say it again. Here's my copy of Black Ops 4. I don't technically own Black Ops 4. The reason being is because if you have the PS4, you have to let the game download on the PS4. I'm talking memory, I am talking the updates, everything about this game. I don't technically own this game because you have to let the game install into your PlayStation 4 or Xbox One if you have the Xbox One version. There is no more owning your games. There's a reason why Microsoft...
Even with older games, like back in like the early 2000s, like the disc isn't even the complete game itself. It just contains it has a part of the game with an authorization code for the system to download the full version of the rest of the game from the source that it's supposed to install from. Then you combine the data from what you've installed with the disc in order to be able to play the full game. But with the disc by itself, you don't really have the full version of the game. You only have a part of the game. That's and it's even noticeable in Nintendo when you have the game technically in your Switch. But if it's not but like if it's on a cartridge, you don't have the full data for the game to be able to actually play it. You still need the cartridge to complete all the data.
Right.
Or you have to buy the digital version in full price in order to get that missing data from the cartridge. That's why for the last year and a half, I haven't been able to play freaking Mario Odyssey or Splatoon 2.
It's the reason why Xbox Game Pass works. Comparing Xbox Game Pass to PlayStation Plus Collection, Game Pass has more variety because Xbox Game Pass actually allows you to play all the old games from the Xbox era, from the original Xbox era and the 360. That's one of their biggest selling points. And on top of that, you don't have to pay for the online multiplayer, because when you spend that $15 not a month, not only do you get an entire back catalog of some of the best games that Microsoft has made, and even the third-party games that they also had, but also you can play online without having to pay for Xbox Live.
And honestly, if Xbox had really, really good games, I would get a console for them. But to be honest, the only reason why I would go for the PlayStation is, of course, because of the games. You don't really get the console for just the console. You get the console for the game. That's why.
Right, no, I get that argument, Jen. I do, but at the same time, I can easily say, I'm thinking about this as a casual. If I was a casual consumer, put it like this: we're all moderate gamers to some capacity. A couple of us are casuals, but the majority of us are moderate gamers. You gotta think of it in a casual sense, where I'm a father. I'm a father with kids. I don't have time to spend $60 to buy video games for my kids. So I would rather get a digital version of the Xbox or PlayStation if they were to do it, but they're not going to. So if I were to get an Xbox Series X or Series S, because the Series S is the one with the digital, I'm gonna buy Xbox Series S and get a subscription to Xbox Game Pass, so that way my kids can have a catalog of video games to play. Over hundreds and hundreds of games at their disposal, and on top of that, when newer games come out, they don't have to pay for it. Now, if you want to own the game, then yes, you can pay for it. But if you are using the streaming service to play all the games, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for these games. You're only paying for the streaming service. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It almost relates to that argument I was making earlier about why I'd rather use my money to get Nintendo games instead of getting a new game system for like another company, because it's like you either spend $300 on a new system minimum, plus tax, plus a memory card, because I'm pretty sure it requires like some kind of form of external memory. Plus you might need some kind of internet subscription. Plus, you have to get some sort of game separately. That still adds up to like $400 minimum. For just one game that I don't even know if I'd be interested in playing for a system I've never played before. When I could get $400 worth of games that I know I would definitely be interested in game.
Right.
For a system I already have.
Right, and when it comes to whether or not these games, what Chica's article said was that Sony's about to bring back some of these older like IPs and stuff like Parasite, even Metal Gear. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Again, this is a huge rumor, and if they're going to remake Parasite Eve, I would gladly, or not even remake it, remaster it the same way you did Final Fantasy VIII. Chica, do you have any thoughts? This is a lot to take in. I really understand that a lot of people don't get it. It's fine. Hence the reason why I'm trying to explain it as like to the simpler version. I'm trying to give the gist. But Chica, do you have any thoughts on this?
I kind of have like hopefully high hopes that Metal Gear might come back. I mean, I know there was a lot of conflicts between Konami and Kojima and all, but I mean, my prediction would be this: like, if Metal Gear were to come back, I believe they would try to work things out. I mean, it's obvious that Konami, when they tried to keep the trilogy living on, it ended up downhill ever since Kojima left. So at one point, they're gonna have to like get along and somewhat team up, if it happens. Not to mention, I would like to see a continuation with the sons of Big Boss. I mean, and also Raiden too, because we only saw him once in Vengeance.
Oh yeah, we need a Revengeance 2. Revengeance 2 needs to happen, like for real,
Yeah.
not for play. Hello.
I'm impressed that Raiden was able to speak Spanish, and I can't believe I'm so happy that I met both of the cast members.
Aw,
of my
snap.
favorite Metal Gear characters.
Oh snap! She's about to. Okay, calm down, Chica. Calm down. Just you got sprayed with water. Stop. No. Anyways, Allo, thoughts, dog. I know it's been a long-winded conversation. Go ahead.
Well, I don't even know what the hell. I don't even know what the hell would.
He's spaced
I
out.
know what we're talking about, but honestly, it's like this is so. Where do I even begin, dude?
Do you want me to just chop it up to saying video game politics?
Yes.
All right, cool. ScrubClub podcast, ladies first. Chica, what is your closest statement for episode 118? Go.
Oh my god, I really enjoy talking about Miles Morales, and of course the article of a possibility that Metal Gear can come back, because for years Metal Gear's already been dead, but ever since that news came out and when we started to talk about it, I just kind of have that high hope that, oh god, if Kojima makes my wish come true, please bring back my favorite characters and the story.
Once again, I'm just gonna hit you with a spray bottle. But that's good. Good talk. Jen, what's your closest statement for episode 118? Go.
Game pass for Final Fantasy. That's it.
All right then. Kabuto, what's your closest statement for episode 118? Go ahead.
My closing statement is Wonderworld, Square Enix. You like Square, you've done partnerships with the Tokusatsu before. Please do a partnership with Toei to make like freaking Kamen Rider Saber references in the game Wonderworld. It's the perfect opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, can't wait to play for the Switch. And again, to all the Jewish fans of ours, Shana Tova.
All right then. And Allocate Indicate, what's your closest statement for 118? Dog, go ahead.
Alright, if you tweet out that you got a few PS5s pre-ordered, you might get nudes in your DMs on Twitter.
So guys, so all the sugar mamas and the aunties, hit up Allocate Indicate at Allocate Indicate on Instagram. All the aunties, all the who are single and ready to mingle, hit my brother up. All the baby mamas, no, sugar mamas. All the cougars and the sugar mamas, and the aunties who are single and need a little bit of pleasuring, hit my boy Allo on his Instagram. Go down his DMs, do all that stuff. And my closing statement is, I'm not buying a PS5 until all the the kinks and all the like bugs are out. I'm gonna wait until that happens. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy saying this though. Guys, please buy Among Us and Fall Guys. It's very, very fun. I will say this right now. Among Us is probably the best game. Is one of the best games I have played this year. It's only $5 on Steam. I suggest that everyone on this podcast to go buy it. If you can't buy it, I will buy it for you so we can do a live stream. We can do a live stream of all of us playing it. With that being said, yes, guys, get Among Us. Chica, I'm talking to you. Get Among Us. Email us, guys, at ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com for any questions, comments, advice, and business. What the? Wait, what the hell? Hold up. We got breaking news. We just got breaking news. This is coming from IGN. Sony has revealed that full-price first-party PlayStation 5 games will cost $70.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh my god.
That.
I thought that was just 2K. I thought it was just 2K.
They're paying $500 for the PS5.
Oh
now.
my
They're charging
god.
extra money for the games.
Oh god. Oh.
Sony
70
Sony
better
went
than the
overboard.
tax.
Sony ya pasado, man.
Okay, listen. I am mad, but honestly, I'm not surprised because this has happened before. So never mind. I'm gonna wait until all games are cheap. I'm gonna buy pre-owned games. Shouts to our snitch. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm joking. Shouts to Morphin Network. I'm not gonna say who said it in Morphin Network, but just shouts to Morphin Network. I'm gonna be super vague because Morphin Network's our homies. Email us ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com. Email us at ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com for any questions, comments, advice, business, all that good stuff. Just find us on email us ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com. Twitter, find us on Twitter. Add us at ScrubClubGaming. ScrubClubGaming is all being home, gone but never forgotten. You can also find us on our YouTube, ScrubClubGaming. You can find us on our Instagram at the ScrubClub Podcast. That's Instagram at the ScrubClub Podcast for previous highlights of the ScrubClub Podcast and other news stuff that we like to post up. SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, ScrubClub Gaming. You can find us there. We're gonna try and start moving our way into iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, and potentially Apple Music as well, so we can move up in the algorithm. But guys, please be sure to follow us on Spotify and make sure you hit us with 5 stars. It will move us up into the algorithm. Please do so. And you want to get a hold of any of us, you want some prior tea time, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, @Rex_Fox, YouTube Rex_Fox, and find all the latest game content on Twitch.tv/Fox. Kabuto, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bouken Kabuto, where I'll try to see if I could play Mario 64 for the first time. But worst case scenario, you can still find me on Instagram at chrono_cosplay. Thunder Chica, where can they find you?
You wonderful people can find me on my Instagram, BrideofSpiderman, and my YouTube channel, Cosplay Chica 101. And where can they find you, Jen? Jen.
You can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina, that's G and MESINA. Find me on Twitter at JenThing2. Allocate Indicate, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Allocate Indicate. You can find me at Instagram at _Allocate Indicate _. And you can find me on Twitter at Allocate Indicate without E's at the end.
So all the aunties who are looking for a little cub, there you go. With that being said, guys, this is episode 118 of the ScrubClub Podcast, and as always, peace out, bless up, and cure for things $20 or less. Wakanda forever. Goodbye and good night. Mwah. Love you guys. Deuces.
Hasta luego.
Bye. Wait.